Welcome everyone to the Travial Planar War. We are on episode 25, so that's right, folks. We've actually made it 25 episodes.
Hey,
Woohoo!
Oh yeah.
young adults, just finally making it out of slave wage period. Maybe?
Oh yeah. All right. Where lastly left off, the party had run into a elven gentleman who they proceeded to horribly, gang up on and curb stomp, like, frequently.
Hey, he did also have an oversized tank for Buddy. Can't blame us for all of it.
Yeah. So, excuse me, the party went after him. Him and his oversized tank buddy teleported away. And while investigating things, the party had discovered another gentleman coming up on them, which was a gentleman kind of in like a duster with a hat and a wine brimmed hat, and he had a firearm, or in fact, two of them. When questioned what he was all about, the party basically got the answer of mostly stupid mage bullshit.
And the guy clearly did not like Nom Nom.
Yeah. Yeah, he clearly did not like Nom Nom by shooting at it. He got in contact with his boss, and which was Munthrek, a gentleman that you guys had met before, and he gave Dane permission to talk about his past and everything, which Dane was very forthcoming about the fact that he was used to be a Taurine soldier, which prompted the party to go, wait a minute, isn't the Taurine like long gone? And he pointed out, no, they're not gone. They're just in another realm of existence. The party also got to find out why Dane shot at Nom Nom. And where we left off exactly, the last thing that was said was, yeah, he's the over deity. And now you guys get to react to that.
The fuck you say? There's that goes through mental religious training of all variants.
Oh, and I also forgot to mention, both Bell and Draha got a sending message from the cleric that you guys had fought against, saying, hey, that in that contract was some slavery stuff. Please, make sure that they don't get anybody. And then that was it. Knowledge religion. You don't know anything about an over deity.
The fuck? What? There's not an over deity. Everything I know of. Looks over at the other cleric.
Too much doing the whole this explains so much face. I'm not happy about it.
Also, did you... I just got somebody's voice in my head saying something about the slavers.
Yeah. Sounded like,
Metalhead.
Mm-hmm.
So he might not be entirely bad. Pretty Boy is. That one was obvious enough. But too much information at once. Looks at the pink thing. The fuck are you?
Like, you say that, and it just kind of like looks happily up at everybody, comes almost in like a stupid, like, goofy look on its face, and it's like panting slightly.
If that's a god of gods, we're all fucked.
Like, you'll see Dane kind of reach up and, like, rub his, just, like, the bridge of his nose in, like, frustration.
I, for one, Belle actually looks to Sylvana and goes, well, your estimation about the gods basically letting the house burn down, that does seem to hold true in estimations for this one. If all of this is true. Because the gods are all in conflict with each other, as any individuals groups are. But this one, if this is true, all its fault.
The critter will just kind of look up you, almost like it was hurt when you said that.
Oh, don't give me that. I've dealt with it my entire life.
You say that you dealt with your entire life. It kind of looks up at you, it blinks, and then, like, its face goes from, like, that goofy grin silliness to, like, a more, like, tired silliness, like, face. And it just goes, yes, I know. You've dealt with it the majority of your life, as have everyone else here. It speaks in, like, a standard common voice.
Wait, you can talk?
Yes.
I swear, I'm gonna beat you with that frying pan you keep trying to eat.
It's tasty.
Alright.
Why are we having a conversation with a rabbit slash dog slash cat thing?
Apparently it's the over deity.
As in the one
gods
god
are the
over all the other gods?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yes. And Belle just opened it up to everything that you've hated about life, it's its fault.
No.
Tell me, over God, how do you feel about any of your children dying?
Death is a part of life. And honestly, if you're referring to the other gods, they are not my children.
Explain.
That would take way too long, and frankly, no offense, your brains cannot comprehend it at this time.
Okay, better question. How the fuck is he Taurine when they should be dead?
Because Tornark basically sacrificed his own people in mass to basically create a mirror of this plane of existence for his people to survive on.
So he bitched out and ran.
Yes, after fighting me.
You know, that kind of tracks.
Yeah, except he's been building up power and his followers for the last around 3,000 years. And,
temples. Alright, where are we supposed to go? Because we apparently were supposed to meet with somebody at this point.
Dane goes, yes, you are yes, you are supposed to meet with the Pristine Academy. They are the foremost people that are geared up for fighting the Taurine.
That voice says you don't like these two. Or these people.
I may not agree with them entirely, but they're at least aiming in the right direction.
Are they the reason you keep saying stupid major bullshit?
That would be a yes, ma'am.
Hands him a cup of tea. Like, I can't make it better, but I can at least give you some chamomile tea to help deal with the bullshit.
Tea would be mighty fine, ma'am. I'm gonna flavor it a little bit if you don't mind. And he pulls out a bottle, corks it, and pours a amber-colored
Makes
liquid.
a hot toddy.
He pours an amber-colored liquid into the cup with it.
May I request a share of it as well?
I figured you were gonna need some. Here you go.
And the other cleric does the same thing, going, yeah, this is the bullshit.
So Nom Nom looks up and around and goes, I would love to stay longer, but my time is getting limited, and I have to go back. And he'll turn to Dane and go, Mr. Valcrest, if you'd be so kind, I would very much like it if you could inform your bosses, as you were to refer them as, that I would like to very much meet with these people in my home, so that way I don't have to spend as much energy to be here. And Dane goes, like, you see him take a drink and then he stops.
That's not a good sign. Where is your home? Because the deity plane is not someplace mortals are supposed to go.
He'll go, he goes, I will inform you, and then he just disappears. And then Dane goes, I hate that vermin.
I can understand why.
All right.
It's adorable, but it's a pain in the ass.
Where he's talking about is on this plane of existence. So you don't have to go to any other planes of existence to meet him. To meet with the Pristine Academy, on the other hand, you will be going to another plane of existence.
Okay, how do we do that?
I am taking you to a location where a gateway will be opened so you can get there.
Thank you.
As long as it's on the way to addressing this. As I pull out the courier's case and pull out the whole fact of we can at least set one thing in motion to correct the BS of, well, existence.
Well, on the upside, ma'am, that message not reaching its destination means that agreement no longer works. So, pretty much all you need to do is either keep a hold of that safely or throw the papers in the fire here and let it burn. Your choice.
I think we should probably keep a hold of
And
it.
is like, and Belle, who never throws away anything, just puts things back into the pocket.
Alright. The people you will be meeting, one of you already met, and you've just spoken with him not long ago. That would be Munthric Arcanus, one of the two stupid mage bullshit people.
That's the Dregny looking fucker we met back at Firewing, right?
Yes, that would be correct, ma'am.
Why does that not surprise me?
Munthric has a thing for detail. The problem with Munthric is he obsesses a little too much over detail. So sometimes he gets bogged down in the paperwork.
Misses the forest for the trees?
In a matter of speaking, yes. With that being said, his counterpart, Misteel, sees the big picture, and he's very much a big picture person, but he doesn't see the people that the big picture plans tend to hurt. So, be prepared for that. Not to mention, Misteel is mighty frustrating to fucking speak with.
would we recognize? We did recognize Munthrick's name at one point, but I don't know if we'd recognize Miss Steele.
No, the knowledge history check has not been done on Miss Steele yet.
Okay. Who has history?
Not I.
Knowledge history, you would have heard of Munthrick and Miss Steele with a 22. They were both instrumental in taking down one of Nicholas's lieutenants, Seraph. But that was a little...
And which is also relevant to my information because, well, let's just say my whole thing when we were starting was I was going from one false tomb of Nicholas to another. And, well, so I've spent the good portion of my recent lifetime learning about that asshole.
Yeah.
Can you tell us this?
Oh, yeah.
Wait a second. That was 1,000 years? 1,000 years ago?
Arcane magics have a way of extending life.
Are they
or
undead?
Holding time. And if we're going outside of the material realm, it's very likely that it might be also outside of time.
Well,
Looks at Dane.
I can say for certain, ma'am, that you do not have to worry about time passing without your express permission, and you are not going to come back here aged many, many years. In fact, Munthrick and Miss Steele's long lives are due to their own arcane research. To answer your question, are they undead? One of them is sort of in a state of undeath. The other one is use some form of magics or potions or something, I don't quite fucking understand what, to extend his life.
That's gotta piss off the Lady of Balance.
Amongst other things, yes. She is none too happy with either of them, but she permits them to exist because, well, frankly, they're fighting a greater evil.
Fair.
I'm assuming you there, Hedon, I think it was, right?
Correct.
You asked about his children, thinking that, you know, killing one of the gods might get you on his shit list.
Really didn't care about his shit list.
Well,
Just wanted to see how he react about one of his kids dying, because one of the gods will die.
Well, in this case, he doesn't give a shit because they're not his children.
Better news for me.
Just to let you know, because I know at least this much at least, if you kill a god, you tend to replace them.
That's
terrifying.
Yes, well, godhood is strongly tied to the strength of the following that they can achieve.
Yes. The more followers they have, the stronger the deity tends to become. Which is why Tornarch is such a problem. Because
He has an entire realm to himself where he's, let me guess, the only god.
pretty much. He does have a wife, but she's been missing for quite some time.
Okay.
But she's the patron deity of, like, motherhood, children, stuff like that. Tarnarch's pretty much the patron deity of everything else. And while the population of this wonderful little ball, this wonderful little world here is the Taurine have a much, much higher population.
That's terrifying.
Yes, they didn't have, they have a unification that this world doesn't have. And also didn't have, people who decided to rearrange the order of things to their own whims.
Indeed.
Hey, question for you. What the hell is... If you know so much about them, given that you are one, I literally pulled the helmet out with the gears inside. What the fuck is this thing?
That...
The golem.
Not a golem.
Is it...
Sort of. Madam, that is sort of a golem, sort of not. To be precise, in the Taurine, we refer to that as a Vasyar.
What's that?
Think of it as an advanced golem that basically you took someone's spirit out of their body and you shoved it into the thing.
That's not good.
Well, it's not for the most part. There are some who volunteer for the process, and they tend to keep their personality and memories. Those who don't volunteer, usually criminals and, you know, those who are considered not acceptable by society standards, get to have their souls ripped out of their bodies and put into these things, and then have their memories frequently erased.
Twitch, twitch, twitch. Flaming frying pan flames up in her hands.
Oh, Missy, you don't need no violence here.
This is not at you. I didn't mean for that thing to flame up.
Yeah.
I'm just a little irritated with that.
The helmet you have there is probably someone who didn't volunteer for the process. But one of the two people that you fought did volunteer for the process.
Shiny boy?
Yes, he's not in full plate, he is the full plate.
That explains so much about why he doesn't read right.
Yes, he's partially alive and partially not.
And
So
the other
they're-
asshole?
Okay, one at a time with you guys.
You go, Belle.
So these Voss, whatever,
Vasyar.
they're like they're somewhere in between a golem and a lich.
In a way, yes. They are a heck of a thing to deal with.
And the companion was a handler.
Not so much, because the one who you ran into volunteered for the process, so he gets to keep all of his, memories and wishes and desires and stuff. The gentleman with him is a high-ranking Taurine agent who specializes in dueling and sword fighting.
Sounds like you have a great deal of intimate knowledge with this one, this pair. So you must have crossed paths with them before.
Oh yes, on several occasions, but the little elf bastard is a little difficult to hit.
Yeah, Blard does that.
Well, not just that, he is excessively good at dodging attacks.
Not so good when you have him surrounded.
His companion, on the other hand, my bullets don't hit anymore.
Does the R-word one, Devasia, does he have a weakness?
For the most part, before my bullets stopped affecting him because he put a special enchantment to stop bullets, anything that, if I was in close enough range to him, I could hit him consistently. To be basically fair, he is very durable, very tough, but doesn't move very quickly.
A powerful enough disjunction should take care of that just fine.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, a bit out of my means.
Well, if you hit him with a powerful disjunction, as you refer to it, where you mess up the magics within him, his soul technically leaves the body for a period of time and returns.
So dropping him in a hole is also a good idea.
I mean, he will get out eventually, but yes.
But we put him in a hole, we can take care of his buddy and then deal with him if we have to.
If that's what you want to do. Just to warn you, Armor Boy there can teleport.
That's irritating.
We saw that.
I thought that was an emergency oh fuck spell. Because sometimes people have contingency spells on them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But honestly, those two, while they are powerful agents of the Taurine, their boss is significantly worse.
Who's their boss? And is there a chance we've met him? Or her?
I don't know if you've met him, but he is something else, but I ain't talking about him because speaking his name is likely to attract his attention. Bastard seems to know everything about everything. There have been and there have been
Chris.
It's a natural 20, but I roll a 1.
Yeah, it's a 1. So you're going off of your memory of who that could fit?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I know that I specifically said a remark about divination magic.
Yeah.
Wait a second. Would that... Hey, Belle. Isn't there people in your order that are just kind of like knowledge repositories or want information?
Anyone with a powerful enough mastery of divination magic, they can come across as knowing anything at any given point.
Yeah. That seems likely. It's more stupid mage bullshit. And honestly, their boss is a powerful mage. Ugh.
I've got this weird feeling that we've met this person somehow. And I don't know why.
Belle, you can think of like 3 or 4 people you've met in your travels that fit that description. But once again, like you said, powerful divination magic could easily come across that way.
Mm-hmm.
I have an idea that might not get a name, because you won't give us a name, but you'll give us other information. Are they specifically interested in anything particular? Like artifacts? If so, what kind? Things like that.
Honestly, I don't know much more than that about the gentleman. I know what he looks like. I know what his name is. And I've seen him a couple of times speaking to the pair of these little shits. But beyond that, not much else.
Are you willing to give a description, or do you think that'll trigger whatever magic they've got going?
I will not give a description of the guy until we get to the Pristine Academy, where I know their protections will keep that shit out.
Fair enough. So,
Okay.
Let's get a move on.
Well, is Jerry back yet?
No.
Because there is the fact of addressing the truth about what happened to his brother.
His brother...
As in, aka, who is buried in his supposed grave.
Who is buried in his grave is a random body that they found, supposedly.
And I pull out a vial of some of the dust that I collected from the tree.
That would be likely his brother. But here's the thing. This is my guess. I do not know for certain, Dane says.
Well, once we're someplace safe, I can verify that or not.
Alright. Well, you all rest for the night. I'll watch. I don't need to sleep. And, I'll wake you all in the morning at sunrise and we can ride out.
We don't have... Okay.
Y'all
Well,
get
I'll
some
go
rest.
start working on food.
And he'll step outside. Sylvana will kind of lean towards Belle and go, I am slightly disconcerted about all this information.
Yes. And once again, Belle is like doing the whole checked out and is like in the process of going through her various books and stuff.
Rye,
Yes.
my husband,
Yes.
our wife is overly focusing on books again.
Yep.
That is a problem.
It is.
I say we let her do this for a couple hours and then we bring her out of it.
I like that idea.
Okay. So let's go relax for a couple hours and then we'll kidnap her after 2 hours, okay?
Sure.
Okay. So Dane will come back in and he will sit down next to Hedon and be like, all right, young man. And he'll offer his tin of alcohol. You know, why are you so determined to kill a god?
Because they put their business where it wasn't desired nor needed. And because of the gods and their malicious playtime, I've been ripped from my family for far too long.
Yeah, the divine do have that tendency to fuck with everyone's lives. Never a good thing. Dane takes his tincture back and, like, takes a sip out of it.
And so because of a particular deity's decisions to play with innocent lives and turn what a person could be in life to the complete opposite, so that they are always on the run, always judged, always persecuted for just simply being, he will die.
Well, sounds like as good as a reason as any about murdering a god. We all have our reasons for murder. And it's a bloody business we do, isn't it?
Some things in life must be done whether one chooses so or not. And I kind of like look over my shoulder, but also along the path of such bloody trails, there are bits of enlightenment.
Yeah. He kind of like motions over towards like Rye, Bell, and Sylvana and goes, they seem happy enough, but men like us, that's not our lives.
Unfortunately not.
No. He takes a swig, hands it back over to you.
I take a good swig myself.
I do miss it. I won't lie. Do miss the wife, the kids, you know, the decent paycheck, all that.
Yes, old memories tend to bring... Good memories tend to bring sadness.
Indeed.
But I am doing what I can in the present day and time to provide those of my stature a different path in life.
And
Hopefully, this path of blood can end with me.
yep. Well, you get some rest, young man. I'm gonna mosey on outside and keep an eye out for stupid shit.
Sleeping is always afoot.
Oh yes. All right, and he gets up, walks out. Welcome back, Inquisition.
Thank you.
So what you missed was Belle asked a few questions about Jose's brother. It turned out the body that was buried in town was just some random guy. This is what Dane has guessed. He said that he's not sure. And that the bag of ash that Belle is carrying around, or the vial of ash, is likely what's left of your brother.
Oh. Okay.
But Dane did tell everyone's like, get some rest. You'll be riding out at dawn, trying to get to the teleporter as quickly as you guys can.
Biggs went downstairs. Tell her to get her ass back up here.
All right, one moment. All right, so after a couple hours, Belle, you can give me in the time you're studying, you can give me 2 knowledge checks. They cannot be the same knowledge.
Basically, what Belle is hyper focusing on is history and religion.
All right. So go ahead and give me a history and religion.
Basically, this whole, oh yeah, there's been an overgod this entire time. And she's just beginning to start putting the pieces together.
Well, one of the pieces you easily put together with a 35 and a 33, Jesus Christ, is you've noticed that there hasn't been a god of secrets.
Mm-hmm.
And
it's a running joke with the Order. Is like anybody who's tried to figure that out has either disappeared or has given up.
Yep.
That's one. The second one, maybe she has a strong suspicion about the Grey.
Okay.
But again, this is her beginning of her research. So anything that addresses that can wait.
There's a possibility there's a Grey involvement, but you're not entirely certain.
Yeah.
But as you start getting into it, you are suddenly lifted up and carried towards one of the clothy bedrooms.
Yeah, what? Yeah, what?
Yep, by both, mostly by Rai, as Sylvana is just assisting because Sylvana doesn't have a lot of strength.
Yeah, I have, 0, one part because I'm taken by surprise. I have, 0 recourse about this, and is just, I will go with anime protagonist and just eat cutely.
Yeah. Now, nothing is going to happen because there is no privacy here too well.
Mm-hmm.
But they are going to basically form like a cuddle sandwich with Belle.
Yep.
I approve.
Yep. Yep. And so they you guys go to sleep. After a couple hours, Sylvana will wake up because elves don't sleep.
Mm-hmm.
And Draha gets plenty of rest. Hedon, you're an elf as well, so you get not like you do your trance and you're fine.
Right.
So you, Sylvana, wake up in the morning. Sylvana is attempting to cook.
Hey, may not be
I immediately-
drama. Okay,
But
sorry about that. May need to say it again.
yeah, you need to say it again. Han, you need to say it.
I hope to make sure nothing gets burned.
Well, no, you're asleep. She starts working on breakfast like 4 hours after sleep has started for all of you.
Blink, blink, blink when I wake up. Oh dear God, let nothing be burning.
Yeah. Well, we're about to find out.
Ooh.
Not bad. It's not Draha level of cooking, but it is a decent breakfast. If you want to assist Hedon, you're more than welcome to.
What do I
yes.
gotta roll?
You could just roll a wisdom roll. If you don't have
That's if you want to cook. You can also contribute with supplying anything that would be the meat product by
true.
hunting.
My contribution is tasting it.
Okay, what about you could use survival to go find like berries, meats and stuff.
Oh, I got a pretty decent survival.
Yeah, I would say you use that then.
I rolled a 1.
Jesus
Wow.
Christ. He finds a few things.
I shall help.
No, you're asleep.
Ow. All right.
You have to sleep for 8 hours. This is Hedon and Sylvana's time to try to cook for everybody.
It's not going
It's
so
like, what do the elves do while everybody is sleeping? Sort of moment.
Yep. They
And
did,
it turns out it's a comedy.
yep. They did make breakfast. It's not great, but it is edible. I mean, she rolled an 18, and Hedon did get higher than a 10, which means he does provide some stuff.
Yes. And thankfully, we don't have a bad camp food incident.
Yep. We had that before in episode 1.
Yeah, with basic iron. With somebody else piloted by Guy.
Yep.
Yup.
What you trying to say?
Don't let the rabbit cook.
Don't let the rabbit cook. I am so glad that Guy does not roll ones in real life for cooking.
Mhm.
Oh God.
Yep.
Yeah, because then we'd all die. Anyway, so the party wakes up the next morning to the smell of cooked barley and berries. As Sylvana made a basic porridge with the local berries that Guy found, that Hedon found. So, like,
No promises that they're not poison.
yep. So I need a D20 from everybody who was still sleeping. So that is Inquisition. So that is Jose, Bell, Draha, and Rai.
Should I do one for V as well?
Or-
No, she's not here, so therefore we're not going to roll for her, unless we absolutely have to.
Wow.
Bell's first to wake up, then it's Jose, then it's Rai, then Draha's last.
Well, she apparently went to sleep uncharacteristically early, so
Yeah. So she woke up and she smells the fire burning, and she does hear the sounds of something boiling, like bubbling lightly. And you do smell berries.
All right.
As you leave your sleeping area, Sylvana will look up at you, kind of smile lightly, which is your way of knowing that, like, that slight smile that she does is like the equivalent of like a giant grin.
And of course, it's one of those things where it's like Belle can barely contain getting giggly over that.
Yeah.
Oh
Like-
God, Belle has gone from the emo one of the group to just being the the blonde protagonist setup. Oh dear, this is not good.
You can see, by the way, Miss Daae kind of like floating around the cooking area, just
Miss Daae would need to be summoned.
Well, no, I mean, in the ethereal sense.
Oh.
She's not like physically where like Sylvana could see her, because you're a thaumaturge. You could still see her in the ethereal state.
She's technically still locked up in in Belle's subconscious. People who can see into the ethereal plane would be able to spot her being very close to Belle. But
all right, so I misread that. I'm sorry.
yes. But yeah, emotional reactions and stuff she will be aware of.
Yep.
The first thing that she does every time she reacts to something, it starts with hate.
Yep.
So it's like she can feel the eye roll. But it's like, yeah, it's getting into various levels of starting to feel like the lady doth protest too much.
Yeah. Sylvana will like pour a bowl of porridge, sprinkle some berries on it, and hand it to you. Like guys over in his little area scarfing down the food, which it's not bad, Guy.
Hey, I'm all about eating.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You've eaten worse, and you're like, hey, this is pretty good.
I mean, to be honest, even if it's bad, you never know when your next meal's going to be.
That's her.
Yeah. And Belle will look around, and if our new companion isn't immediately inside eating with us, she's going to peek outside and see if he's somewhere visible there.
As you peek outside, you will see that he is standing watching the sunrise over the mountains, and he's got a pipe in his teeth that he is lightly smoking.
And I slip back into the tent and, well, was there anything notable about our new friend?
Sylvana goes, not that I noticed, except for the fact that he stayed outside the entire night.
Well.
I do not think he rested even once, and he's only a half-elf.
Ba-doop-doop-doop. She is not one for nature, but the arcane has a tendency to muddle with the nature of things.
He likely has a ring of sustenance because you haven't seen him eat anything either.
Yep, there are items that'll address that.
Yep.
Well.
Alright, so next up is Jose with V. Do they do anything as part of the morning routine when they detect food has been cooked?
I'd say we go down and partake of the food and just be genuinely chitty chatty and polite.
Are we waiting for anybody else?
Good.
If everybody is gathered, Belle will share the revelations that she came across so far, including her very strong belief, which is voiced with vehemence, that there is likely more than just the pristine academy with this knowledge. And she will reiterate the story of her previous adventuring party disappearing after encountering the Grey, after they had recovered a possibly taurine artifact. But that could just be a personal bias of mine.
Oh, what are you... go on.
Well, the Grey have a very unpleasant reputation to begin with. And well, as I said, we were approached for what we had uncovered. Though, whether or not it's connected to the disappearance of Jerdak and the others, it's the only bit of information I've ever had. So, given that this has been a very deeply buried secret, well, we may be in for far more than what we initially joined together to see about. This is much graver information than digging around and cenotaph.
Indeed, it seems to be quite a bit of information we were given.
And I don't know whether or not our new friends will simply allow anyone to walk away if they choose not to take this struggle to higher levels. And I look to the questers about that.
Inquisition?
He must have been
My
called away
headset is
again.
getting faulty. Hello?
Hello. We hear
Sorry,
now.
let's try this again. What did I miss? When it starts saying battery low, I don't hear anything for a few minutes before it. What did I miss?
Elle was going over the information that she had uncovered, and one of which is like, oh, hey, the whole fact that this explains why there is no god of secrets, but secrets are a big thing and all that. And her personal and admittedly very biased opinion that we are being definitely drawn into a much larger conflict than just what instead of just poking around and meddling in smaller, more mortal conflicts. And well, she was looking at the other pairing that may or may not have more domestic wants and whatnot in life. We're about to get into something big. And she doesn't know whether or not the Pristine Academy is going to let anybody simply back out.
Yeah, indeed.
Jose will just look at you smiling and remark, "Do you really need to question my loyalty? I mean, I've come this far with you, haven't I?"
I just felt that it should be very clear. We may be caught up in... We are already caught up in things far, far bigger than we intended. My head is still spinning over this.
I've got this funny feeling that once we walk past this morning, there's no turning back. And there's a good chance we end up dead.
Amongst other things.
Oh, I don't have anything waiting for me back home anyway, so let's get this shit over with. And kicking the shit out of a bastard god sounds like it could actually be fun. And she says it because Ed just... You know her well enough at this point to know it's just dark humor.
And she serves a god of battle, so...
So we're going, right?
Well, so far.
I don't see why not, honestly.
Oh.
Well, if he's as powerful as they say he is, and he's trying to, I'm assuming, get back into the same bitch fit he had thousands of years ago. It feels like he's being a petty bitch about getting his ass kicked and is trying to come back to have round two, because that just feels kind of apropos at this point.
Once the ambition for empire takes hold, there's only one way to deal with it if you aren't supporting it.
Indeed.
Well.
Excellent.
So let's go find
Carry on.
Mr. Guy with a gun and get a move on.
Yeah. To
Indeed,
whatever...
let us get out along.
Yes. To whatever ends this brings us to.
As you guys head out, Dane will say a few words in basically Draconic. And, like, if you need a translation, it's basically tent, fold up clothes or something like that.
I understand.
It's like...
Yeah.
Yep, me too.
He's basically just saying command words to make the tent fold itself up.
It sounds cool because it's in Draconic.
Yeah.
It's go the fuck away now.
Yeah. And he will get up on his horse and he'll point to the rest of you. Whatever mounts you guys use.
I think we all just kind of pointed at our feet because our mounts didn't make it up the mountain.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure what we did with the horses. That was never quite addressed.
He kind of
No.
sighs and just goes, gonna be a long walk.
Yeah, the horses we got in the last city couldn't make it up the mountain.
Fair enough. Alright. And he starts leading you eastward. There'll be a couple more nights of camping since you guys are walking. But eventually he does get you guys to in the mountains. And he leads you to a little cave area. And inside the cave is a gentleman in robes. Oh, excuse me, I had a little bit of gas there for a second. There's a gentleman in robes there. He is a human. He is dark-skinned. He is obviously Sahiran in his clothing appearance.
Mm-hmm.
And he goes, welcome, friends. I may not have much, but you are welcome to share my water. And as you guys approach and he sees Dane, he goes, Mr. Valcrest, I see you have arrived quite on time. You must be the possible new prospects, yes.
Apparently.
Yes,
Seems that
I know
way.
it appears so.
The usual response that we've gotten, which is usually confusion. Not abnormal. My name is Odala, and it's a pleasure to meet you all.
Thank you for your hospitality, Odala.
Thank
It
you.
is-
Can we just get this over with because this isn't gonna be fun?
Well, it depends on your definition of fun, young lady, but do not worry. As he pulls his hood back and you see an old human. He doesn't have any hair or anything anymore. But you could tell by the wrinkles on his face and everything that he's seen quite a few years.
Here, I was wondering whether or not we were going to have our variation of Red Skull.
I guide people to the treasure which I could never possess. No. Odala basically just, you'll see him kind of walk around the cave for a moment, and he is chanting into the stone. And after a few moments, the stone will glow with runes, and you'll see a gateway form.
I pull out dried mint leaves from my pouch and go, anybody want something that might help with nausea?
Belle just walks forward.
Same with Sylvana.
Yeah.
Pops the mint leaves and
Alright.
starts walking because this is gonna suck.
Alright. And we will pause it here for a moment. Alright. After that quick break. So you guys step through the portal, alright? There is that sudden lurch that happens whenever you travel long distances with magic, naturally. Some of you are more accustomed to it than others.
Is
Can I
very,
have
very
a-
green.
May I have the whole I have experience with this?
Yes. Working with the organization you work with, Belle, you will obviously have experienced this enough times that you no longer suffer from portal sickness.
Yay.
Yeah. That does mean Rai, Sylvana, Draha, Jose, and Hedon, we all need to make fortitude saves.
Okay, what about my portal subdomain? Would it not help me out on that?
Do you?
Would the mint have done anything?
Wait, you do have the portal subdomain, that's correct. So, yeah, you're fine then.
I just wanted to make sure that we weren't getting characters confused.
No, he gave up levels of fighter,
Mm-hmm.
and he's picked up levels of druid.
Oh, I have questions for Guy later.
Yep.
Nope, ain't telling you.
All right.
I just don't want to interrupt gameplay with it.
So, arriving in the Pristine Academy, you arrive in the travel zone first. It is a large stone box or sphere that you're in, like a dome, to be precise. And inside there are a lot of people in basically military gear. You are brought forward. Dane kind of like talks to one of them for a while, and then they take each of you aside and they give you a quick, the equivalent of a TSA pat down.
Okay.
If any of you ask what the hell's going on, they're just like double checking for hidden weapons, hidden effects, things of that nature. Please be patient. This is standard procedure. So none of you, I'm guessing, fight with the security agents about that?
No.
Okay.
Not until they try to take
green.
something away.
Oh no, they don't take anything away. They more of just note that it's there.
Okay.
The one thing that they will kind of note, or at least in Bell's case, is the one of the objects you use that is involved in your work with the your organization.
Right.
They will wrap it in a red ribbon and tie it off.
Yes. My order that I regularly report to.
Yeah. Yep. So you are then allowed outside the dome, and as you leave the dome, the sun hits you in the face. It's like overwhelmingly bright compared to the dim light that you were experiencing with the dome.
Ow, my eyes. A warning would have been nice. Blinks.
Ooh.
But you feel the nice warm sunshine on your face. You smell on the breeze, there's the scent of a multitude of like flowers. And as your eyes adjust to the light, you'll notice that there's a path leading forward. And you can kind of see two things near each other, but are both fairly large. One obviously looks like some sort of town. There are like a bunch of smaller buildings. There's a bunch of various roads and things of that nature. It looks like it's a small city, maybe large town, is the best way I can describe it to you.
Cool.
The style of the town definitely seems like it's multicultural. Like you could see buildings of Itagayan design. You can see buildings of Sahiran design, Garanan design. There's quite a few in there, and they're all well mixed together. So there is that. The other large thing you see on the side is a large H-shaped building. And when I say H-shaped, I'm talking like on the ground, if you looked at it from above, it's an H shape. Okay. So it's not like, you know, My Hero Academia where the whole building's a giant standing H. No, it's not that. That's just ridiculous. In this case, it's like a large, like H-shaped building that's like laying on the ground. So you can easily see from a distance. It's got to be some sort of like governmental building, or maybe some sort of university or campus.
So, Drawha's gonna do this just because she's being a butt. So we're off to see the wizard.
As you walk through the field, Dane will kind of be your guide. He'll be directing you. But the guards are staying in the dome. They're not like escorting you. Dane will point at the city and he'll go, "That is Haven. That is where the majority of the people in this area live. They work there. They live there. You know, think of it as like a multicultural city of, you know, that's in its own plane of existence."
So kind of like Firewing, but in a different plane?
Yes, actually, there's a Gateway 2 Firewing outpost in that city.
That's where some of those professors keep disappearing too.
Yes. Pristine
That makes so much more sense now.
The Pristine Academy and Firewing Outpost often work together.
That makes so much sense. There's no high-level magic users that ever stick around.
Yes, well, any high-level adventurer tends to be recruited by the Pristine Academy. Or high-ranking adventurer.
And
that makes so much sense.
And Belle is quietly just not necessarily going off of the cues of the buildings and whatnot, but from the warmth, the apparent lush plant life and whatnot. She's going to see if she could puzzle out where we might be in the Outer Planes.
Okay.
Unless this is actually like a pocket dimension that's somewhere in between things.
With a 20, you will note that this is not anywhere in the Outer Planes. Your best guess is this is a demi-plane of some form or fashion that has been built up and developed over a long period of time.
Okay.
With a 20, though, you can notice that in the distance, you can see the boundaries of the demi-plane.
Ah.
So, like, you know how, like, in video games, if you go too far, you'll eventually hit the invisible wall and it's like a painted sky and shit?
Yeah.
Belle can see that. She's like, hey, wait a minute. After a while, that sky kind of, gets flat. It's like, that ain't right.
Like, this holodeck is defective.
The holodeck is slightly defective here. Like, wait a minute. Guy. Hedon, you do enjoy nature, being a druid and all.
Right.
But the nature here doesn't feel quite right. It feels artificial.
So would knowledge, geography, or nature help any of that?
Well, I mean, you know that this is...
I would suggest nature.
Yeah, I would say nature in this case, yes.
It might feel like being in a really nice greenhouse.
I just wanted to kind of pinpoint what's throwing me off.
Yeah. The weather here and the plant life and everything is being controlled by magic. So you could recognize the druidic magics at work affecting the plants, but that's why it feels artificial to you. It's like everything's growing because of this magic, not, magic is what's the word I'm looking for? Magic is not manipulating the plants. It's literally the reason why the plants in the nature are here.
Okay.
Things all perfectly capable of being done with arcane magic.
And divine, in this case.
Okay.
Yeah, if you actually research into this a little bit further with, like, say, detect magic, you'll realize real quickly it's a mixture of arcane and divine magics. Dane will lead you towards a school, and the best way to describe the school here is there are people as young as 5 years old running around this campus, and as old as like 50 or 60 in human years. And naturally, the older ages tend to be more towards like the staff and the teachers and stuff. But you can tell some of the students are not young.
Okay.
And the Pristine Academy mostly seems to be focused on magic, but there are some non-magic users here. Like, you do see some fighters, training in the yard, things of that nature. But the level of study here is significantly higher than what you're accustomed to. The best way I could say for Belle for her experience with this is some of the students here would be moderately ranking mages in the tower.
Ah.
You are led through the school. And the best way to describe the interior of the school is it's got the Hogwarts feel to it. It's not the moving staircases, but the paintings that are alive, the general aesthetic of the insides, like that English castle feel to it.
Mm-hmm.
Though significantly kept cleaner.
Yeah.
You are led up several flights of stairs and to one end of the center of the H's. Like when you get to the highest floor in the center H, the top floor is broken into 2 sections. Each has 1 door. And you are led to one of the 2 doors. Upon entering, Belle, can I get a will save from you?
Okay. Will save. Will save. Okay, am I on Bell? Yes, this is Bell's sheet. Do.
All right. Give me a second. Where's that? I had a picture. Give me a second.
Oh, that's always a promising sign.
Oh, there we go. That's the picture I was looking for. I had it, and then I lost it, and now I found it again. This is what you see. It is bigger on the inside of this room than is the outside. All right. Give me a second. I will be... I gotta save this picture first. Give me a second. Image.
I poke my head. I look in the room. I step outside of the room. Look at the doorway again. Look in the room. Magic BS. Okay.
It's like, God damn it.
Yep, and if Belle goes in there, we're never getting her back.
Too late.
I go, Rye, Savannah, you might want to grab your wife.
It's like he's inside. He's looking up. She's just like, wow. But have I succeeded enough in my will save to be like, okay, this is definitely, a later thing.
Yes, you've succeeded enough in your will save for that. And by the way, audience, this is what Belle is seeing. All right. There you go. I'm going to put the image in the video.
The Beast Castle has nothing on this.
Yeah. Inside the room is the scaly gentleman from before. That you had met before.
Which sadly we
Mr.
don't have
Murdoch.
a picture of yet.
Yeah, I know. I've been trying to find it. I used to have one. And I think it is forever lost to the ether.
F's in chat.
Yeah, F's in chat.
Yeah, it's like that's one of the things that was like it sounds very specific and maybe difficult to pin down with any tool.
I think it wasn't Scaleborn. What was it? I think it was maybe Dragon Scale.
Was something called Spell Scale?
Spell Scale, that might be it. Yes, okay, yep, I found it. I will share the image. Give me a second. There you go. That is what he looks like. All right, and I will... Alright, give me a second. Audience picture. Alright, and that is Monthric right there. There you go. I'll make it bigger for the audience to see him. Yep, that's the dude.
You couldn't have warned us the pink fucker was a god?
My apologies. I was still assessing if you were considered trustworthy. Mr. Valkyris, you're more than willing to leave if you wish. You're more welcome to leave if you wish. I no longer require your services. You can suitably go get your daily ethanol consumption in. And like you'll see him, this guy just like stare at this dude, like Dane stare at Monthric, and just be like, "I really hate stupid mage bullshit," and leave.
I hand him a pack of chamomile leaves, going, "You'll need this."
But Monthric will then kind of slightly turn towards the rest of the party, kind of smile a little bit, and just go, "Welcome to the Pristine Academy. To answer your question, no, we couldn't have informed you about that without giving you other information about how we found that out."
What's stopping you from giving us that information now?
Nothing. I'm here to answer whatever questions you may have.
Are we allowed to smack that thing next time we see it?
You're welcome to try.
It seemed to have, well, it seemed to have no particular disagreement when our escort literally shot it out of our companion's hand.
Yes.
Yeah, you got a point there.
I highly doubt you could actually cause it physical harm. But yes, my name is Monthric Arcanus. I am the Dean of Education of the Pristine Academy. Headmaster Misteel will be with us shortly if he isn't already here. Knowing him, he is likely watching from the shadows and we wouldn't even know he's here.
I look at Belle and go, I understand so much more why Dane always goes stupid mage bullshit now.
That's the typical reaction to those who don't try to master it themselves.
Indeed. So, if you want, you please sit. I can provide some sort of libation or beverage of your choice. Like, do you guys...
I'm more curious about what our expectations are from here.
Well, you were seen with the Source, which means you must have some role to play in the upcoming conflict, because he doesn't idly visit people.
Okay, let's start with that thing. Is it and explain.
Yes, the creature that you saw was one of the many forms that the Source tends to take when viewing people of interest for him. He is a powerful divine being that has basically taken on a leadership role of the various divine beings that exist.
So he's their boss, he's their parent. What is he? Because nothing I've ever heard of in religion has ever mentioned him.
Think of him as less of a parent and more of a referee or supervisor.
So this is the chicken and egg situation?
No,
Who came first, the gods or him?
No, he very much came first.
Yet he had no control over who rose to power.
Yes, in a manner of speaking. How do I put this? He has certain long-term goals that he is attempting to accomplish, and because of that, he is required to stay relatively hands-off involving those goals.
How the heck is he allowed on the prime material plane? Because everything I've ever been taught says the gods can't walk the prime material.
Yes,
But
because
he's the one that made the rules. He may not necessarily be restricted by them.
he is not restricted by them. Miss Lee there has the gist of it.
It's usually how it works.
Joy. So he's like an older brother. Gets to make all the rules, doesn't have to follow any of them, and is a dick about it the entire time.
A fair assessment, yes.
I would say that's a fair assessment if it wasn't for the fact that he's not necessarily, as you would say, a dick about it. He usually has reasons for why he does what he does, and I really can't go into too much detail on that front, as he has made requests that, if anybody asks any questions about that aspect of himself, he wishes to be the one to talk to them about it personally.
Alright, so again, he's gonna get questioned about why the fuck he decides it's appropriate to dive down people's shirts.
Well, I can answer that one at least. He thinks it's amusing. And when you've lived as long as he has, you have to find some level of amusement somewhere.
Yet again, another example of the gods and us being their playthings.
Though I dare say his sisters would be less than accepting of that behavior.
Sisters?
Yes, he has two sisters in particular, and technically a brother.
Is that something you can explain or no?
Yes, the brother is one that I believe some of you may have heard of in myth and legend, known as, let me make sure I have the name here, and he, like, rummages through it for a moment. Excuse me. Oh,
Wrapping character sheet.
it's not even character sheet, it's where in the book.
Well,
He's known by the common people as the Black Wind. You can do a knowledge religion or a knowledge history for that one.
Guys, I'm gonna drop out here as I'm exhausted and I'm gonna head to bed.
All right, man.
it's 9 o'clock.
Okay,
buddy.
well,
Yeah.
We can drop off at this as
Good night.
either leaving it as this as we're the cliffhanger or the answer as the cliffhanger.
I will do the answer as the cliffhanger. All right. And I just lost it because I shrunk the page. I love it when that happens.
There's a 32 for history and a 16 for religion. L is oh shit.
Yeah. Bell is oh shit. Draha, not so much. 16's not going to be enough. The Black Wind, also known as Morveth, the Devouring Mist, is literally known in most myths as basically the end of the world.
Isn't that what's out in the middle of the ocean over there by the grave?
Some guess that way, yes. Some think that the Demon's Gate holds Morveth. But yes, the Black Wind also knows Morveth is the Source's brother. He goes, he technically also has, like I said, 2 sisters. That would be Ivera, the Everweaver, and Valora, the Goddess of Secrets. And we'll
Points to Bell. There's a goddess of secrets.
and as soon as he said that, that's where we're gonna leave off.
Ooh.
Is Bell just going, like, Bell and Draha looking at each other going, we fucking knew it.
Yeah.
All right. So, give me a moment to do the XP while we guys just chat for a moment.
Oh, yes. Yeah. Oh, yes. It's like the nerd at the party is nerding out and is like, oh, cool. I actually get to nerd out with Draha for a change.
All right.
And it's like,
No level yet. But next
Well, I
week,
was in slander.
next week we will be, or not next week, sorry. 2 weeks from now, we'll continue this where you guys get to ask Munthric all kinds of information. Misteel will make his appearance, and then you get to possibly question the source,
answers!
the source and
Answers!
his source and his siblings.
Eee.
It's getting bitch slapped.
All right, thank you all for whoever's been watching this on YouTube. We appreciate it. We mostly do it for note taking, but we do appreciate those who watch. So please make sure you take care of yourselves mentally and physically. That's always important. And I know you all come to my wonderful Resplendent Tavern for the witty banter, but you stay to throw fireballs and to toss facehuggers around. I'll catch you all later. Toodles.
Later.
Bye.